Hello, everybody, and welcome to Day 2, Draft 2 of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan Arena Open. I've got 1 life in this event, which means that I have no room for error. If I can get to 4 wins before 0 losses, I'll win $2,000, 3 wins is $1,000, and 2 wins is $500. So all to play for, going to be going full tryhard mode and doing my absolute best. I was unable to record the Day 1 run that I had. I did a few tries, and I also was unable to record my first draft, but those were both pretty interesting. The draft was like just a nice blue-red aggro deck and played some very close games. In particular, I think game 3 of my third, so I lost round 1 with the deck, but in the third game of match 3, so I needed to win it, I won because I explored into a spell, which let me get a counter onto my guy, so that was pretty awesome for exact damage. And yeah, just pretty much like that the entire way. I think I lost like 3 of the 4 game 1s I played and just battled back. Every single one went to 3 games and they were really close and fun. So unfortunate that I wasn't recording it, but you know, playing on your mobile phone is also kind of stressful. And I'm glad that I made it to this draft so I could record this one. Some things that I have learned since my last foray into the format is that a lot of the blue uncommons are really, really strong and can kind of compensate for some of the more mediocre commons. Also, Waterwind Scout is just an absolute house. I knew that card was great. I really liked it before, but that card is excellent. And I think that green is a little bit on the weaker end just because it just doesn't have any like killer cards, it feels like. Like when I'm playing green, I just don't feel as, I don't know, inspired, or like my decks just feel like they're lacking a little bit of oomph sometimes. So, that's a pretty big development for me, going up on green, up on blue, down on green a little bit. I still think white is a really strong color, really deep, lots of good commons. I still think that red is quite good, and I still think that black is quite good as well. But we're going to be doing our best here. I've also been using the avatar they give you for the Arena Open, so that's been giving me a little bit of luck, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to let this draft thing play out, and then I'll see you once the draft starts. Woo! We made it. The queue took 13 minutes, but we're ready to go, and I'm excited to draft. Whew. Phew, the queue actually fired. It's weird because the second draft, there's less people, obviously, but I think they mix you with other best of 3 players, and people just, you have to fill up like a queue of 24 so that people can't just like sit at the same table and collaborate. My gosh, that was terrifying. I was just sitting there like, well, I guess I won't get to draft at all. But, yeah. Hopefully the games pair a little bit easier, but you never know. Good pick one. Let's go! Oh, you fickle beast. Definitely not taking that. I think I'm leaning towards this Triumphant Chomp. Just really efficient removal spell. Nice little deal 2 for 1 mana that can deal even more if you have some dinos. And I really like these efficient 1-drops. Just can sometimes deal 2 or 3 more extra damage. Just have this a complete, like, non-playable. Scampering Surveyor is pretty solid and colorless, but I think Triumphant Chomp is just better. If I make this pick, I might even wheel Sunshot Militia. Oaken Siren has been a real mover up for me. I think this card's pretty nice. Seedstone's not my favorite. If I wasn't taking this, I think I would take the Surveyor, but I think Chomp is good enough to be worth taking. And then I'm hoping to wheel Sunshot Militia. Go with it. Nice. I love Captain Storm. I think Captain Storm is fantastic. The rare is missing out of this pack, so it doesn't tell me much, but this card could easily be the best card in my deck if I end up in blue-red. And I could wheel like a Cogwork Wrestler. There is a Wanderglyph if I wanted to be more conservative with my pick, but this is like a C+ level card, and this is like an A in my blue-red decks, so I'm going to take it. And then hope to wheel like Cogwork Wrestler. There's also Itali's Favor, which I've really liked. Volatile Wanderglyph is nice. I think this is a pretty easy Captain Storm. I really just like the blue-red decks. Okie doke. Now, pick 3. We have an interesting one. I think Cenote Scout is pretty great. But it is a color that I've, as I said, moved down on. I'm not a huge fan of the green cards. There's no other real good green cards in this pack. And I think Idol of the Deep King is just good with Captain Storm. And a solid enough card that I'm like, fine taking it here. There's also Malamet War Scribe, which is a really good card. But I've tended to prefer just taking the like strong lane cards. Not like forcing blue-red, but like, you know, if white is open, I'll see some more white cards coming forward. It could be that I'm supposed to draft white. I think white is pretty good. But I'm just going to keep taking the cards that could potentially fit into this really, really good blue-red deck. I really want to try and go like 4-0 in this pool if I can. Ooh, nice. A Belligerent Yearling is a great pickup. Even if I don't have any other dinos or I only get like Dinomatons, this card is still just great. 2 mana, 3/2 Trampler, hits like a truck. There's also a Natali's Favor and a Dynamaton. And if I keep cutting red, I'm going to get good red pack too, so that's a good sign as well. Okie doke. There is a Oaken Siren. There is a Visage of Dread. I think Oaken Siren's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the Blade Master. Poison Dart Frog, again, I haven't been feeling green that much recently. I think I'm just going to take the Oaken Siren. I end up with a lot of artifacts in my blue-red decks, and I'm not necessarily blue-red, but I think I'm just downer, lower on Echo of Dusk. This card's gone way up for me. It wears the like +1/+1 from Natali's really well. It's good to explore onto. It helps you cast like idols. It helps you like cut your land count a little bit. I'm in for Oaken Siren. And now there's a Waylaying Pirates. There's also Careening Minecart. Minecart is one that I like when I have the 1/3 because I feel like that's a good way to get some extra use out of the treasure tokens. Do I take Minecart or Waylaying Pirates? Chomp goes well with the Yearling as well. Minecart's pretty good, I think. I do like Pirates. I think I'm going to take the cart, though. Cart also goes well with the Siren. Yeah. Burning Sun's Cavalry. We're seeing a lot of green. Might just take a 2-drop, though. I'm not really feeling the green stuff here. I've got a couple blue cards. I'm seeing a few blue cards. A lot of green, though. And now there's a Dreadmaw, but I'm just going to take Unlucky Drop. I'm glad I took the Careening Minecart now. This card's fine. Miner's Guidewing is okay. I'm actually come up a little bit on that card. People are always like, why do you hate Miner's Guidewing? I'm like, yeah, it's not my favorite, but ooh, Shipwreck's Entry. That can be good. Yeah, Gold Fury Strider is okay. I did not wheel the 1/3, but that's okay. Boom, I love Cogwork Wrestler in these decks. There's also another Oaken Siren. But this one's pretty nice, I think. Nice little artifact. Cruise the minecart. Wears the equipment well. I think Siren is close, but gonna default to the Wrestler. Sage of Days or Child of the Volcano or Promising Vein. I'll just take the Sage, I guess. Just lean towards the cheaper cards. I'm fine putting the person next to me in blue. This card's good if you get some Explore, I think. It's better than Out of Air, I think. Out of Air is just bad, though. I'm in a good spot. I like where I'm at. I've got a card that could be like really, really good. I know green was open, don't get me wrong. But I still don't really feel like sad about it. Because the green decks just haven't been as impressive to me. This is my favorite archetype in the format. And so I feel comfortable playing it. Last pick blue card, that's a good sign. Oh, baby. What a pickup. I mean, this pack is loaded for me. There's a Spyglass Siren for me. There's a Tomb Raider. But Schooner is just nutty. Oh, this card is so good, though. I don't know which one's better, honestly. I think Schooner's better. But this card's really, really good. I'm going to take the Schooner. Oh, that's tough. Hopefully I get some more stuff like that. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I'm supposed to take this. The threefold Thunder Hulk. Like, I don't know. It's a win con, but it costs 7. What else could I take here? I could just take a Sunfire Torch. I think I'm supposed to take the Sunfire Torch. I don't know when I'm ever going to get to 7 mana in this deck. But where I'm not just already losing the game. I guess I do have Oaken Sirens to help me cast it. Can I get some treasure tokens from stuff? I really just want this Sunfire Torch, though. I'm going to take the Sunfire Torch. I think it's really good. And now there is a Tishana's Tidebinder. Nice little card. I think you can get some good stuff with this. The Dynamaton did not wheel last time. There's also another idol, but I like the Tidebinder. Just gives you some trickery. It's better than a Sage of Days by a lot. Wouldn't mind a Dynamaton, but, you know, we'll take the Tidebinder. Boom, boom, boom. Another Captain Storm. I'm feeling real good about my choices here. This Sunfire Torch looking a lot better. I would love a Volatile Wanderglyph. I wouldn't mind a Tomb Raider, but now I'm just taking all the artifacts I can see. Calls, it's insane. Like, I know that it's more of a controlling card. My deck's leaning aggro, and Dreadmaw's Ire is perfect in an aggro deck, but a Call feels like unbeatable a lot of the time. This is really good for me. Take another Sunfire Torch or a Cogwork Wrestler. Cogwork is quite good when you have Captain Storm. I'm going to take Cogwork. The creature counts at 11. I don't mind one Rumbling Rock Slide, but Riverheld Scout's good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. I don't really want to play Burning Sun's Cavalry, though. Rock Slide. I think I'll take one Rock Slide. I think it's more important for my deck. No, I'm going to take the Riverheld. Beautiful. Pick 8 Waterwind Scout. This is a blessing. My deck is getting really good now. I wouldn't mind a Waylaying. I'm so happy I have Minecart, because Minecart's so good with Captain Storm. We wheeled Spyglass Siren? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Getting that card is a blessing. Okay, I'm happy taking a Stupefaction just to keep taking blue cards. So here, these are the cards. I'm making a pile of all the cards I want to cut. Okay, Sentry's pretty good. I have plenty of artifacts, I think. Making a list of cards to cut. I don't want as many artifacts as possible. I think I want basically every card to be an artifact. So I have, how many artifacts now? 7 artifacts plus 1. So that's 8 artifacts. 9 artifacts, essentially. Sure. So I essentially have 9 artifacts. I think I can cut the Burning Suns, the Merfolk Cave Diver, the Sage of Days. Whoa, another Cogwork. Let's go. You can cut unlucky. Wow, I wield the Sunfire Torch. This is a dream. This deck is incredible. Okay. I think I'm going to go 8/8 on my mana sources. Okay. Now it's between Sunshot Militia and Waylaying Pirates. Pretty interesting pick here. My artifact count is at 9 plus 10, 11. So I've got lots of artifacts. Sunshot's really good. I didn't wheel the last one. Blue has felt more open than red. And I do really want one Sunshot Militia. This card is good, though. I just think I'd rather take the cheaper card when in doubt. Zoetic Glyph is incredible. What a pickup. What an absolutely incredible pickup. I forget what I took the Akal over, but I'm fairly certain I wheeled the card I was thinking about taking over it. Zoetic Glyph is an unbelievable pickup. Okay. Normally I would take Belligerent Yearling, but Wanderglyph when I have all these artifact synergies is way better. I have Akal. I have the Schooner, which is good with it. The Minecart's good with it. I've got Siren, which can tap to cast it. I've got Captain Storm. I've got, yeah, I think I just want the artifact over the Yearling. I've got the 2 Sentries. Another Spyglass Siren, don't mind if I do. This deck is really good. This is a really good deck. I might even get another Oaken Siren back. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Oh, and I get an Abrade. Don't mind if I do. This card's great, too. Love this card. Absolutely love Lodestone Needle. It might even be better than Abrade. Is that crazy to want to take that over Abrade? Abrade's really good. Gosh, Lodestone Needle's really good too, and it triggers all my artifact stuff. I still think I'm going to take the Abrade. What? What is happening? What is happening? This is not okay. I'm starting to get my hopes up. What the heck? This card's like an A+. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, shucks. So I have 26 cards here. I need only 24. Maybe I cut the Tidebinder. Okay, I'll take one Rock Slide. I already have 3 Cogwork Wrestlers. I don't think I need a 4th. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can cut the River Herald Scout, maybe. Might even be able to go to 15 lands with this deck. Okay, I don't need any of these. Is this my deck? Okay, we wield this guy. Nice. Artifact count is at 9. I don't know if I'm supposed to take this card. I already have enough Cogwork Wrestlers, though. I know that much. Cogwork is not really the sort of card you can play 4 of, I don't think. Maybe I'm just supposed to play every Sentry, though. There will be matchups where I want every single Sentry. Okay, I'm going to take another Siren now. I wield Lodestone Needle. This is the draft of drafts. Oh my god. Sorry for taking the Lord's name in vain. I try not to. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is like the best deck I've ever had. I'm speechless. Like, this is the sort of pool that's so good that I'm like, wow, do I just like call somebody to like have them help me build it? Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm worried about just screwing this up. I mean, it's kind of hard to screw it up. Like, it's just gonna all come down to flex slots. So like, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Like, when you have this sort of pool and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, like, this is obviously an incredible deck. Absolutely incredible. I don't really want to go below 16 lands, though. I think that's just a consistency thing. But when you have this good of a deck, this is what you can do to help yourself out. You just cut everything, and then you just go, okay, what do I definitely play? I'm definitely playing both of these guys. I'm definitely playing the Schooner. I'm definitely playing the Akalpakal, the Kitesail Larcenist. I'm definitely playing my Kitesail Scout. I'm definitely playing my Zoetic Glyph. That card's absurd. Then I go to the red cards. I'm like, I'm playing Triumphant Chomp. I'm playing Abrade. I'm playing this Volatile Wanderglyph. I'm playing the 2 Lanneries. And then you're just like, okay, I've already got 29 cards here. What else am I playing? I'm going to probably be like, okay, my artifact count is at 2. I want to play as many artifacts as I can. This card's incredible. I'm playing this. What else do I want to play? I really think Minecart's good in this build. I think this card's great with the flyers. So I'm going to play the Yearling, the 2 Sunfire Torches, the Idol of the Deep King. Gonna play the 2 Oaken Sirens, 2 of the Cogwork Wrestlers. How many 2-drops do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2-drops. That's enough 2-drops, I think. I could always throw in a River Herald Scout for good measure. Color requirements definitely favoring blue. But the Oaken Sirens help me out with that because they can tap for blue for some of my cards, which is not nothing. What else do I want here? I have, for removal, I've got the Chomp, the Idol, the Abrade, and these 2 bad boys, and this thing. My creature count is at 13. This card does some good work sometimes. Will I be able to hold up the mana for it? I think this could be a great minecart deck with the 2 Captain Storms. Sunshot Militia is great a lot of the time in these decks, and then Rumbling Rockslide's one that I like to have some little bit of interaction. Though I think that this card might just be better in this build. And then that's how I get to my final build. I'm like, okay. And then I just have to do some checking. Like, okay, I have 15 creatures. I've got 11 artifacts, 12, 13, 14 artifacts here. Am I missing out on any crazy good cards? Shipwreck Sentry can definitely come in for the matchups where I need to be more defensive. The Tidebinder can come in for some matchups, but I just think that's not what my deck's doing is what much. And I already have great 3-drops. Like, it would probably come in over the Careening Minecart or the Idol of the Deep King, but I love this with my flyers. And I think that the Militia's good. Yep. This is going to be my build. See who looks in the matches. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if they've been helping you find more success in your draft and have more fun playing Magic, and you would like to show your support, then you can do so via Patreon. It is essentially a way to tip my channel, but it also comes with some cool rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for Lost Caverns of Ixalan and other cool things like that. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. And if you're interested in learning more, you can of course find that at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the games. Welcome to the first round. We won the die roll. Great start. And we have a fantastic hand. This is incredible. Starting with a Spyglass Siren feels amazing. Spyglass Siren on the play is such a high win rate play. We also have the Lodestone Needle. And we're off to the races. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. It's another damage from the Sunshot Militia. So they're playing some sort of Mephitic Draft deck. I already have 6 power in play and they don't have a single creature. Sure, Corpses of the Lost. I think that's pretty good. I got to use my Wrestler proactively. I still have my Idol and my Lodestone. On the draw, I think I might shave some Cogwork Wrestlers for a little bit more beefiness. Unless they play like X ones. Like one ones and stuff that are attacking me. And I only need to get them to 8 if this is going to be a removal spell for me. Ruin Lurker Bat, sure. Okay, they're discarding a card to kill my 2/2 flyer, sure. So I'm going to hit them for 5. And if I draw a land, I can get even more damage through. Okay. Does this change anything? This plus this. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Sunshot Militia is paying off here. My deck is operating very effectively with only 3 lands, which is nice. Okay, Market Gnome, sure. We got him. Unless they kill all my guys somehow. Sure. They go to 2, they go back up to 4. Whew, game 1. So they have a Ruin Lurker Bat. They have a Market Gnome. So I think Cogwork Wrestler comes out. Shipwreck Sentry comes in. This card's really good against the what's this good against? Maybe it's not good against them. Kind of good against the Market Gnome trigger. I think I'm just going to bring in a Rumbling Rock Slide on the draw to go a little bit bigger. Because I think the gnomes are really, the wrestlers are really good when you're attacking them, and when you're more defensive, they're not as good. Okay, this is a great hand. I mean, it's actually kind of a bad hand by the standards of my deck, it feels like, because it doesn't have a Captain Lannery or anything like that, but it's got 2, 3, 4, which is generally excellent. They're on a mulligan. Turn 1 Rune Lurker, but I have the Oaken Siren as a response. Oh, now this hand is excellent. Oh, and they get to scry. Nice. So their turn 2 is cycling, so they probably have some high... They probably are low on lands, which means they have all spells. That's a good one. No blocks. Try to do this. This is going to hit me for 3 a turn, but I can probably outrace that. I definitely hit them for 1 first. I haven't played anything too scary, so my Larcenist doesn't need to be getting involved yet. I could have played this and like turned that into a treasure, but I don't really want to ramp them right now, especially with a token they don't care about. So these lands aren't the most useful, but I have gone a little bit bigger, so I'm not going to have to worry about my wrestlers. Though ironically, wrestler would be amazing here. Just keep taking. Sure. What are they going to sacrifice? Nothing, okay. Now that's a good draw, I think. So I can play this. Crew, attack, counter. I can also just play Waylaying Pirates. Crew, attack, play this, play this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Buff up this guy. Their Glorifier should trade off here. Nice to know they still don't block with Cogworker in mind. I don't know if they can afford to, though. Play this pirate. Submit 0 on my end, and I'm going to turn this thing small. Because that way if they sack it, they don't get back their Corpses of the Lost. Okay. Sure. Sure. And now is where I just need to have one more big draw. Really, there's a lot of big draws that I could have here. I've kind of got the sky under control. We're both pretty heavy on lands. They draw another one. Sure. That's a really good draw. Attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life. So that's currently me. Create a 1/1 vampire with lifelink. Sure. I'm going to buff up this guy. Put this on to him. Go to combat. Attack with these. If I attack with Lantern, Captain Storm, and they block, I'll take 4, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm not going to attack with Captain Storm. I will kill their Ruin Lurker bad. And let them trade off. I think this is correct. Preacher making a bunch of lifelinkers doesn't sound good to me. And this way, if they do attack, they're dead in the air. Yep. I control the board. Dead next turn. They didn't do anything. Yeah! Big win. Big win. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. We have to mulligan our opening hand with only 1 land. This hand's a keeper, though. And what do we get rid of? I think we get rid of an island. Because on the draw, we can have this, and we can cast this, and we can cast our Braid. And I'd rather keep this spell. Puzzle door, sure. Perfect, we drew the land instantly. So it's almost like we didn't mulligan, because we don't use lands after 4 anyway. That's one of the benefits of this deck. I'm going to make sure I don't fall behind. We're just going to deploy my threats. I'm going to deploy my removal. On the draw, it's much better to like just make sure you don't fall behind. Don't let them get their synergies going. Okay. I think this is a good situation. I can equip this and play the minecart or the idol next turn. I block their 2 ground guys. Potentially can play pirates. Blue-white is a scary color combo, though, and I'm not off to the best start. I mean, I've been spending my mana, but so have they. Guardian of the Door. Ouch. Okay. Artifact entered, sure. Just gonna respond to this. I'm gonna 2-for-1 myself here. Take out their flyer. As long as I can keep the board relatively clear, a call can take over. Okay, spring-loaded saw blades takes out my guy. That's not the best. A call is good with the minecart, though. And I'm not under too much pressure. Gosh, this is where I do wish I had that land, though. Tough. Gosh darn it. Ugh. I wouldn't have been able to do anything even if my guy had still been alive. This is where I really want to draw a land. Love to get this Akal rolling. Beautiful. And now I have this to tap down their 5/5. And I should be able to get a stream of artifacts, or at least a little bit. Okay, they exile. They have the answer. The Chariot's really annoying for me, I will say. At least it doesn't have Vigilance. For some reason, I thought it had Vigilance. That's good. I think I can maybe take this game down. They have 2 cards in hand. They also have this cave and this cave. Staunch. Always hoping for a whiff. They do not whiff. They hit the landmark. Sure. I feel like my Abrade on turn 2 might have been the decider in this game. Like, maybe I'm just supposed to, like, get my own game plan deployed, just start taking hits for 2, because this card is the real problem maker here for me. 2 to the top is not good either. That is an ouch. That is an ouch with a capital. You hate to see it. That could be good. I should have equipped Crude and then equipped this thing. They have a lot of flyers. Wow, they don't get aggressive. That's good for me. That's a great draw. That's what I needed. Oh, if they make this trade, I'm ecstatic. Okay. This is where a good load, whatever it's called, would be good. They have me on a 2-turn clock. But I'm about to have a flyer. Oh, they're exploring. They're not putting counters. Okay. Yes, that's good for me. I can't even use that. So this is just a chump blocker at some point down the road. Oh, this only costs 2 to equip. Jeez Louise. I'm not loving my odds here, but I'm still alive. This will force the action on them. But then, what do I do? They have 4, 7, 8, 9. So this thing's going to get zapped if I go for it. So I'm going to go play this guy. Crew with my cogwork guy. Force them to use their stuff on this guy. Perfect, they zap it. So this is the real problem. I'm actually going to do this. I know it lowers my clock a little bit, but now I can block that guy, which is a huge issue for me. And then I want to be able to block the Hermit. Block there. Okay. Four. They have 8 next turn. Let's see. Cancel, cancel. So if I attack them for 6, attack them with these 2 guys, because they have 8 next turn. Oh no, I missed a point of damage. Oh, that's bad. Because I need to attack with everything here. And then zap this thing. And then they have 5, 7, 10 coming at them. Gosh, if I had one more life point. This is where I just hope they don't go for lethal. Yep, they got me. Dang it. They had me a long time that game. I just was hoping they would mess it up. Okay, well, this thing, we're going to bring in a rock slide because these games are going a little bit longer, and we're going to take out 1 wrestler. I think my deck is great. I really do. That was just unfortunate. I was so close, it felt like. Oh, man. I needed to be able to deal with that landmark, and I just had no answers. If I'd drawn a lodestone, that would have been good. That petrify really got me, though. Like, they could have just kept attacking me, and I felt like I had no answers. But then they played it slow, and so they gave me a chance. So I feel like I can win this matchup. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack in with my schooner and letting them get their deal 4 off, but it felt like I needed to get it out of their hand somehow. As soon as I played my 1-3, it put the pressure on them to act. So maybe I wasn't supposed to play that guy and just continue letting them think they have all the time in the world. Gosh. Being on the draw with them having a pretty good hand. I mean, I think I used my Abrade a bit too aggressively. That was a mistake, I think. Also, my Akal didn't get to go the way I wanted it to because they killed it. Because they had 6 mana before I had 4. Or by the time I had 4. Because I missed a couple land drops on my mulligan. But I feel like if I don't mulligan, I'm going to be fine. Play first. Fortunately, I have to mulligan again. If I had 1 island, this hand would be great. We can keep this, ditch this, and then we're off to the races. Belligerent Yearling is a good start. Now I have a deal 3. And now, I mean, I've kind of laid my cards on the table. I've played a great curve so far. And this is where I just need to, like, draw a couple spells in a row. That's a spell. That is a spell. They could have a deal 4, but they could not as well. And if I don't attack, I play right into their hands. This isn't one of those times where you can play around it. They probably have 1 copy in their deck. They could just be blanking on cards. This is why I played the Oaken Siren first. Okay, they have the Whirlpool. Sure. I'm not going to be getting around them doing that. I still have 5 power in play. Jeez Louise. I guess they do have all the deal 4s. What the heck? Oh no, I'm going to lose. My great deck. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. You just... Wow. I was feeling so good about this game. I mean, about my deck, about everything. I still have answers. I could still win this, but it's looking grim. I mean, what kind of opening hand is this? It's like the perfect opening hand to stop me. And I have nothing. I have a whole lot of nothing. Gosh darn it. And they have that card. Well, I lose. There's no chance I can, yeah. Oh my gosh, I thought I had a real shot. I thought I was going to win. But a couple mulligans, some bad draws, and how it goes. Dang it! Oh, this is frustrating. I'm just going to have to hope that they never get up to 2 more permanents in play, because I can't kill this and they're 4/4. Gosh darn it. Dang it. We're so close. Oh, man. I don't think there was anything I could have done differently, though. I think I played pretty well. Just wasn't meant to be. I've still got some really good draws. If I draw my kite sail guy. Can you imagine if I drew my kite sail guy right now? Turn this thing into a treasure. I could do it. You know I could. Right off the top. It's begging to be called for. Kite sail. Okay. Sure. That's not good enough. Oh! I think this is the best deck I will ever have in this format. Oh my gosh. That's incredibly disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. I mean, I don't care about the gems. This is... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did I misbuild the deck? Maybe. I don't think so. I think I was pretty good. I mean, the minecart looked pretty bad sometimes, but with Captain Storm, it's such a wombo combo. You just get an extra artifact every turn. I never drew my glyph. My Call died. Oh my gosh. Oh man, and it's not like I was even keeping sketchy hands. Like I mulliganed both games in that last one. Maybe the Sunfire Torch wasn't good, or maybe... I don't even know what I could have done differently. Gosh, if I'd had one land in that opener hand, I could have taken over with a Subterranean Schooner to win game 2. Maybe I could have snuck it out in game 3, but... Gosh. Well, I'm sad. But if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Storm to let me know you made Storm, to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. But I don't really have much energy in me for a big wrap-up after that. I'm just a little bit disappointed. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.